thank you. I know I stole this topic from Elias, by the way, because in one of her LS she talked about self-care and self-love, but I've just tried to tweak it a little bit and just said self-care for women. Okay, so in our last LS, she talked about self-care and self-love. Okay, so and just for us as women, and obviously for men as well, like I said, not just for women but for men as well. Okay, as women, we need to be able to look after ourselves because we are so busy. Most of the time we are so busy and looking after people. We're so busy trying to take care of a family. We're so busy doing all that. And sometimes we forget about ourselves. Okay, so this is just to say, just to give us a few tips to help us, and so that we don't forget about ourselves. Okay, Elia Mata says I'm good. Mana TV channel says it's super. Yeah, super fine today. Okay, that's perfect. Thanks for the shout out. That's fine. No worries. Mana TV channel says women power is good. Definitely, women power is good. We need to encourage each other. We need to give each other tips on how to look after ourselves. And please feel free to ask questions. The contributions are coming in, which is very good. But ask questions so that we can brainstorm together. If I can't answer the questions, we've got Elias Matters there. She can answer. Shrista Love Channel, hello, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to my LS today. How are you? Thank you so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in. Shrista says hi, host, hello, how are you? And she says shout out, guys. Okay, so Shrista, I can't even pronounce that name and I've only just started. It says shout out to you guys. Rista Love, I'll just say Love Channel. I think that will be better. So Love Channel is giving everyone a shout out. Hello. And she says, I'm good host. That's perfect. I'm very fine. I'm good. Thank you. And we're just starting. We're just talking about self-care tips to help us as women. And these tips are also applicable to men as well. But hello, hello, CY. Hello, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, CY. Thank you. And guys, CY is in the house. We've got CY TV says hi, host. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for coming. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in as well. Okay. I've got 18 amazing people in the house. I'm so amazed again. Thank you all so much for showing me so much love. I appreciate every single one. Mana TV says new comment, so will return, please. New com, I will return, please. I don't understand that. Love Channel says hi CY sis. Okay, that's fine. Everyone is saying hello to CY. CY was monetized like 2 weeks ago. She had a party yesterday. Thank you very much, Love Channel, for sharing me out. Thank you so much. I know I saw it. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the love that you're showing me. I appreciate every single one. So CY got monetized last week. Was it? No, 2 weeks ago. And CY got monetized, which was amazing. After all the hard work, it shows that hard work actually pays off. Host, I shared you out. Oh, thank you so much, CY. Thank you. I appreciate you for sharing me out. Thank you very much. Okay, I've just seen it. CY TV shared you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, see why I got monetized. Elias Matter is saying thumbs up for the host. That's right. So thumbs up for me. If you haven't thumbs up already, as you come in, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. Thank you all so much for coming. Okay, so I was saying, see why I got monetized last 2 weeks ago, and it just shows that Mana TV says I share. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for sharing me out. Thank you for your love. Paul Bassi say, what's the difference between self-care and self-love? Okay, I will tell you different self and self-care, self-care and self-love. Let me gather momentum first. Like I said, if I can't answer any questions, we've got great people in the house. They will be able to answer the questions. Okay, but thank you. CY says Love Channel, you are welcome. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you so much for coming. So I was saying, so I got monetized 2 weeks ago. It just shows that hard work pays off at the end of the day. Okay, I know that at the time it felt like, oh, how is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? Is this possible? But at the end of the day, you get monetized, and then you are so happy. And my friend Elias Matters, I've almost forgotten she's been monetized as well. Elias Matters party is on Saturday at, is it 5 or 6 o'clock? Elias, so please do come and celebrate with her as well. She's having a party. She's been monetized. I've got Just Mona TV. Hello. Just Mona says hello, host. Hello, Mona. How are you? I hope you're well today. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so, so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in, and do feel free to bake with who you don't have in the house. Okay. So see what I'm saying. Elias, congratulations to you. Okay. Thank you so much. Sharon and the family says thumbs up for the host, guys. That's right, thumbs up for me if you haven't already done so. Okay, CYTV says host, I'm running you. Oh, that's thank you so much, CY. I appreciate you. Thank you. Elias mother says thanks, CY. Just Mona says who want to bake. Okay, so Just Mona has come ready to bake, guys. If you don't have Just Mona, bake with her and she would return back to you. Okay, but thank you all so much for coming. Thank you. And when we say people get monetized, we're happy because we know that it will get to our turn as well. Okay, so all the hard work pays off in the end. Okay, so Elias Mata says 5 p.m. UK, 6 p.m. EU time on Saturday. Okay, that's perfect. But Elias, you are using numbers. You know, have not been monetized. You're using numbers for me. I mean, is it yes, numbers. You're using numbers. So if you want to delete and just write in this thing, what is it called? Yeah, so it's 5 p.m. UK time and 6 p.m. European time. Okay, so that's LES party. Okay, so Mana TV says, okay, bye, time to sleep. Good night. Have fun. Where are you, Mana? Where are you? It's night now. Where are you? Which place? Are you in China? Or where are you? Mana TV channel, where are you? Where are you? Why are you saying bye? Okay. Elias Martha says, sorry, 5 p.m. UK, 6 p.m. EU time on Saturday. That's right. So 5 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. European time on Saturday. Okay. So love channel said thumbs up for the host, guys. That's right. Thumbs up for me if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're talking about a self-care tips for women. So Mana TV says, no, I am from India. Okay, so it's night time now. We're just 6 o'clock here. But good to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming as well. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I was saying we need to show and love ourselves, show ourselves self-care and self-love. Okay, so that we would not burn out. Hello, Cubs then. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Someone is calling out my name there. Comes and say, done, everyday matters. Thank you. Cobbs then says, I will leave you running, about to drive. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Cobbs then. Thank you so much for that. And Cobbs then say, hello, everyone. Hello to you too. Cobbs then say, listening in. Okay, so don't just listen in. We need your contributions as well, because Mana TV say women power. So we're going to be doing it together. And Mana TV says, catch you later. Have fun both. Bye all. Thank you so much and bye. I hope you have a good night rest, Mana. And trust me, your smile was very good. Thank you so much. You're going to make me start blushing now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mana. Have a good night rest. And Cobbs then shared me out. Oh, thank you so much, Cobbs then. I appreciate you for sharing me out. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bless you. Okay, thank you all so much for coming. I always say more WH in your house and more cookies in your kitchen. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate every single one. Okay, so like I was saying, that as women, we have an habit of looking after everyone. So we look after the children, we look after our husbands, we look after the house, we're going to work. We have so many things that we do, and sometimes we can easily get burnt out without even knowing. Okay, so but as women, it's important that we take some time out to like just self-care, just self-care, and just take care of yourself. Okay, and in order for you to take care of yourself, you need to also love yourself. So someone was asking me what is the difference between self-care and self-love. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it open to the house, and if someone tell us what the difference is between self-care and self-love, if you know what it is, just type it down and we can have a discussion about it. I've got Elias Matters in the house. Mana TV is gone to bed, so she won't be participating. Love Channel, anyone that knows the meaning of the difference between self-love and self-care, just give us some tips so we can have a discussion about it. In my opinion, self-love is just loving yourself. Just love yourself the way you are. Love yourself the way you are. I've got sorry. Rose Uzoma TV says hi, hosting everyone. Rose Uzoma TV say hi, hosting everyone. Let's bake, guys. Okay, that's fine. So, guys, if you don't, we've got Rose Uzoma in the house. Bake with her if you don't have her in the house. Okay. Hello, Faithful Faith. Thank you so much for coming, for always coming back to my LS. Thank you so much, Faith. Thank you, Rose, for coming. I appreciate you all for coming. Thank you so much. God bless you. Elias Matter says, self-love means loving yourself, where self-care is taking the time to feel good in your skin. That is perfect. Okay. Thank you very much. I like that definition. So self-love means loving yourself. Like I said before, just love yourself, be at peace with yourself, love yourself the way you are. Okay, don't say, okay, I want to be like this or I want to be like that, therefore you're not happy. Love yourself and just be happy in your own skin. Just like Elias Matter says, love yourself. So that's self-love. And who asked the question? Was it Paul Bassi? Paul Bassi, are you still here? Faithful Faith shared me out. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and Faith, for sharing me out. I appreciate you so, so much. Okay, Paul Basti, are you still in the house? Sweet Love Channel says, good evening, everyone, and host. Thank you so much. Love, love, Sweet Mother Kitchen and Lifestyle. I thought it was love. Sweet Mother Kitchen, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so, so much for coming to my house. She says thumbs up for the host. Thank you. I've seen it. I appreciate you. How are you doing, host? I'm very well. Thank you. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much. You're laughing. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I'm well. I'm well. How are you? How are you? How was your day? Okay, so today we're just talking about self-love and self-care tips for women. Okay, so how do we take care of ourselves as women? And we know that we can easily get burnt out. We easily get burnt out because we look after everyone else. Sweet Mother says, I'm fine, sis. That's good. That's good to know. Thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love, for supporting me as well. I'll always say more WH in your house and more cookies in your kitchen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sweet Mother says, interesting. Interesting topic. I think I'm going to do like a short video about it as well, but I would just say let's have a communication about it. I'll just difference between self-love and self-care. That was the first question. Okay, so we're just going to be talking about it. So I've got Mercy Jack in the house. Thank you so much for coming. So Mercy says hello, host, and everyone in the building. Hello, Mercy. How are you today? How is your evening or morning or afternoon or night? Wherever you are, how are you? Thank you so much for coming to my LS. Guys, we've got Mercy in the house. If you don't have her, feel free to show her some love and she will return back to you. I've got Sweet Mother Kitchen. She says, okay, host. Okay, so it is like an interactive section. So it's not just going to be me talking. We're sharing our ideas. And someone asked and said, what's the difference between self-care and self-love? Okay. Sweet Mother Kitchen Lifestyle. Oh, thank you so much, Sweet Mother Kitchen, for sharing me out. Mercy says, I'm super cool. My day was good. That's perfect. That's good to know. Thank you so much for coming. Paul Bassi say yes. Paul, what are you saying yes to? Okay, is it that you want to be a part of a discussion, or has your question been answered? What are you saying yes to? Okay. Princess Omoyoka, hello. Princess, thank you so much for coming. How are you? How is your baby? How is Zane doing? Thank you so much. I'm so surprised to see you. How are you? I was just telling Mom, see, just like before I started this session, I was telling Mom, see, like, have you heard that what that Princess has put to bed? And so like, oh no, I should tell you congratulations. So congratulations. Thank you so much, Princess, for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Sweet Mother Kitchen says, I share you out, host. Thank you very much, Sweet Mother. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Paul Bassi say thanks. Paul Bassi, you said yes and you said thanks. Are you saying thanks because your question has been answered or not? Danica Kosi. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you. I've got 18 amazing people in the house. Thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to give the host a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much. Danica says, hi, host. Hi, everyone. Hello to you. How are you? How has your day been? Thank you so much. Princess says, we are fine. Zane is doing fine and extending his love. Kisses. Oh. I hope I'll see him soon. So very soon, by God's grace, I'll see him and give him my love as well. Okay. Danica says thumbs up for the host. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so like I said today, we're talking about self-care tips for women. I've got somebody in the house. I've got OW Entertainment. She says, hello, host. Hello to you too. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. Please feel free to grab who you don't have and they will return back to you. Guys, we've got OW Entertainment in the house. Feel free to dance if you don't have. Danica Kosi says that, Princess, congratulations on the arrival of your baby. Thank you so much, Danica. Thank you so much. Princess is not a content creator. She's just here to watch and to see what we are doing as well. Thank you so much for coming. Like I said, it's going to be an interactive session, so just ask questions. Since I've got 20 people in the house and one is saying I've got 16, I choose 20. I've got 20,000 amazing people in the house. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. Mommy BTV. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Mommy B. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in. Mommy B says, hello, host. Hello to you too. Mommy B says, hi, everyone. Hello there. OW Entertainment says, cook with me, guys. If you don't have me, I am a genuine cooker. Okay, that's fine. If you don't have OW Entertainment, please do well to bake, and then he will return. Just feel free to show love to who you don't have. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're talking about self-care tips for women. Okay, self-care tips for women. Okay, and like I said, it's going to be interactive. It's going to be an interactive session, so let's just get right into it. And someone asked, if you have questions as well, just keep the questions coming and then we will answer the questions as well. And Paul, if you have any other questions, or Henry, if you have any questions, please leave us the questions and then we can talk about it. Okay, so Paul asks, what's the difference between self-care and self-love? Okay, and what Elias Matter says is that self-love is loving yourself. And I said that's a simple explanation or definition of self-love. Okay, so it's just loving yourself, being at peace with yourself, being at peace and loving yourself despite your imperfections. Okay, so despite the fact that you know you're not perfect, you love yourself anyway. You know, so because there's nobody that is perfect. If you don't love yourself, then nobody would love you. Okay, even if someone, I did a video how to be at peace with yourself. Okay, so you want to be at peace with who you are. You want to be at peace with your circumstances. You want to be at peace with the things that are happening around you. Okay, so you want to just love yourself. That's what self-love is. Okay, so you don't wait for someone else to love you. You just love yourself first, and then when people see that you are happy with yourself, it creates like an aura around you that cause people, that attracts and draws people closer to you. Okay, so self-love is very important, as a person, whether you're a man or you're a woman, whether you're a boy or a girl, it's important that we love ourselves. Okay, and that's the only way you can start taking care of yourself. A lot of times as women, like I said, we do everything else for people. We take care of our children, and just like princess is a new mom, so she can tell you what she's doing now, looking after her child, waking up at night and doing all that. Before you know it, you get burnt out. Okay, I'm just going to read some comments. Danica says, "OW, let's bake in your house." Okay, Princess says, "Danica Kosi, thanks, darling." Okay, that's fine. Danica Kosi says, "I'm on my way to yours." Okay, that's fine. Just keep doing what you do while I'll keep doing mine as well. Okay, that's fine. So you want to show yourself love, you want to love yourself, and then you want to look after yourself, because if you don't, you get burnt out. Okay, as women, we are, some of us are career women, some of us are content creators. You have so many things that you're doing that you can easily get burnt out. Okay, so what we want to do is take some time out to say, okay, I need to look after myself. Okay, because if you don't look after yourself, no one is going to look after yourself for you. At some point, you will burn out. And we don't want to burn out. We don't want to. I know I've seen some people, and you see them maybe today and they're looking so happy, so vibrant, and you see them in a month's time, they're looking so tired. Okay, you can see on their faces that they're tired, they are burnt out. Okay, so we don't want to be like that. We don't want to be like that. We want to be energetic all the time. We want to be able to do things all the time. We don't want to be burnt out. So that's the reason why we need to look after ourselves. Okay, so a lot of women age quickly because they don't look after themselves. Sometimes people fall sick because they don't look after themselves. But we don't want to be in that category. We don't want to be in that boat. So we need to look after ourselves. Okay, and Elias Matter says, I'm just going to go back to Elias Matter's comments, answer to the question. She says, self-care is taking time to feel good in your own skin. That's right. So self-care is taking time to feel good in your skin, on your own skin. So taking time out to take care of yourself. Okay, I don't know if anyone has any other explanation of what the difference between self-care and self-love. So that's my explanation, and that's Elia's explanation. I don't know if anybody else has any other definition or any explanation or the difference between self-care and self-love. If you do, and just leave it there so we can talk about it, we can just discuss it. Okay, it's really important that I'm not the only one talking. But thank you also so much, guys, for coming in. I appreciate every single one. I've got OW Entertainment, I've got Princess in the house, thank you. An unexpected visitor, I've got Danica Kosi, thank you so much. Danica Kosi did a video on a reaction to Bright. And I left a comment there. She came back at me. I'm like, okay, that's not what I mean. I understand. But it was very interesting. It was very interesting, Danica, but that was really good. It was a good one. I've got Mommy B in the house. I've got CYTV in the house. I've got Paul Bassi. I've got Henry in the house. Grab who you don't have, bake with who you don't have, and we'll return to you. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay, thank you all so much. So the difference between self-care and self-love was the first question. Okay, so if you have any other questions, please keep them coming and we can talk about them. We'll discuss them. Okay, so Sweet Mother is calling on you. If you don't have her, please feel free to bake. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. God bless you. I would always say more WH in your house and more cookies in your kitchen, in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so now we know that as women we need to look after ourselves, but how do we actually do it? How do we look after ourselves? How do we take care of ourselves? Okay, we know that, okay, it's a good thing that Okay, people are saying we need to show ourselves love, we need to show ourselves care. But how do you do it? Is it something you have to go out of your way to do, or is it something that you can easily do? So in my opinion, it's not, you don't have to do anything major. Okay, all you need to do is just take that time, be intentional about the fact that you want to look after yourself. Okay, so that's the first point. You need to be intentional. I've got Fortunately Entertainment in the house. Thank you so much for coming, Fortune. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Fortune says thumbs up, host. Thank you. I've seen your thumbs up. Thank you for the amazing thumbs up. Thank you. I've got 12 amazing people in the house. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. Fortune is saying, who wants to bake? Okay, guys, if you don't have Fortune, dance with him and he will return back to you. CYT is saying, guys, dance with me. Okay, so dance with CY if you don't have her and she will return. Okay, feel free to show love to who you don't have in the house. Okay, so like I was saying, so this is self-care tips for women. So it's not just women, but it's for everyone, including men. So we know that even as men, you go to work in the morning, you're trying to fend for your family, trying to make sure there's food on the table, you come back home, and sometimes some men help their wives at home as well, look after the kids, try to do child run and things like that. So both men and women, sometimes when you continue like that, you get burnt out. And we don't want that to happen. We want to avoid being burnt out. So how do we now make sure we're not burnt out? How do we make sure that we look after ourselves? How do we make sure that we don't fall sick? Because if you don't look after yourself, at some point you will fall sick, you will break down. Okay, so how do we make sure that doesn't happen? So Fortunately, it's calling on you guys to bake with him if you don't have him. Okay, so how do we make sure that we don't burn out as people, as women, as men? How do we make sure we don't burn out? Okay, so the first thing, like I said, is to be intentional. So realize that, or recognize the fact that you need to look after yourself. Okay, recognize the fact that, okay, if I don't look after myself, I might get burnt out. If I don't look after myself, I would collapse, or I will fall sick, or something that's not nice might happen to me. So you need to recognize that fact and make a conscious decision to look after yourself. So first of all, recognize it, and the second point is to make a conscious decision to look after yourself. Okay, so Sweet Mother Kitchen is saying, okay, let's go. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Fortune, for coming to my LS. Thank you, Sweet Mother. Thank you, CY. Thank you, Elias Matters, OW Entertainment. Thank you, Princess. Thank you all so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay, so how do we make sure that we are not burnt out? Okay, so like I said, the first thing is to recognize that you need to look after yourself, otherwise you will get burnt out, otherwise you will faint, otherwise you will collapse, otherwise you fall sick. So we want to prevent that. So don't wait until you're fallen sick. Okay, don't wait until you're fallen sick. Don't wait until you're fallen sick. Don't wait until you're broken down before sorry. Don't wait until you've broken down. Don't wait until you've fallen sick before you decide to take care of yourself. Okay, so you want to take care of yourself to prevent you breaking down. Okay, so what you want to do is listen to your body as well. Okay, listen to your body and make sure that, okay, when your body's, recognize when it's time to take a break. Recognize when you say, okay, you know what, I think I need to take a break. Take a break from whatever you're doing. Take a break from your family. Take a break from work and all that. So you need to listen to your body. Okay, some people, even though their body is telling them, you know what, it's time to stop, it's time to stop, it's time to stop, they keep going, they keep pushing themselves. At the end of the day, Elias Matters says, I'm still here. Thank you very much, Elias Matters, for staying with me. I'm waiting for your questions. I need your questions, and I need and I need your contributions as well. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming in. Goldie FM says hi. Hello, Goldie FM. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Grab who you don't have in the house, and they will be sure to return to you. Okay, thank you so much. So today we're talking about self-care and self-love. It's not just about grabbing. We need to be able to learn from each other as well. And we're talking about self-care tips for women as well as men. So if you have any questions, just put it down and someone will be able to answer the questions if I can't answer them for you. Okay, so I was saying that sometimes our bodies are telling us, you know what, I'm tired, I need to rest. But we keep pushing until it gets to the point where your body can't take it anymore and then you collapse. And what happens is that you break down and then you have to go to the hospital. I know of someone that was unwell. He was unwell for a while, and then he kept saying, you know what, I have to do what I have to do. I can't be hospitalized. I can't. He was very sick, but he refused to be hospitalized. He refused to just go to the doctors to say, you know what, I'm not well. What can I do? What can you do to help me? He refused to go to the hospital. He kept like trying to treat himself at home. But what happened is, at some point, he broke down and he ended up spending almost 2.5 weeks in hospital. You understand? So this is something that could have been prevented if he had gone to the hospital in the first place to say, okay, you know what, I'm not well. What can you do to help me? He didn't do that. Okay, so Goldie FM is saying hi, hello to you too. How are you? How's your day been? How are you? And thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so this guy ended up spending more than 2 weeks in hospital because he didn't take time to listen to his body. He didn't take time to say, you know what, I need the help from the doctors, or I need to go to the hospital to be treated. So we really need to listen to our bodies. Okay, so we need to recognize the fact that yes, I need to create a time to look after myself, and then be intentional about it, and then listen to yourself as well. Okay, so another tip I'm going to talk about, especially for women, is to sleep and to give your body enough rest. Okay, so which includes sleeping. Okay, so we need to listen to our bodies, and know your body clock. I talked about there was a video I talked about habits you need to break. No, the power of a productive morning. That was a video. Power of a productive morning, where I talked about understanding your body clock. We all have different body clocks. Okay, so I personally, I go to bed very late. I'm trying, like, okay, you know what, I need to go to bed a bit earlier to help me, because when I go to bed late, waking up in the morning is difficult. My body needs about 7 hours sleep. So if I go to bed by 12 o'clock, by 7:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, my body is like getting up already. If I went to bed at 11 o'clock, I'll be up earlier. So it's really important that we understand our body clock. Okay, Fitness Study says, let's go, guys. Okay, so Fitness Study is calling on you. If you don't have him, grab him and he will return. I've got 16 amazing people in the house. Thank you all so much for coming. My phone is giving me a different number, and this laptop here is giving me a different number, so so I don't really know how many people I have. But thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every single one, and thank you all so much. Okay, so it's really important that we understand your body clock. So my body personally needs at least 7 hours. So I can have more, which should be good for me, but at least 7 hours is what my body needs. Some people need 8 hours, some people need 6 hours, some people need 5 hours. Okay, so you need to understand what your body needs and give it to it. Give your body what it needs. Okay, so I'm just gonna ask, can anyone just tell us how many hours they normally sleep for, that they are okay? How many hours do you sleep for? 5 hours? Do you sleep for 6 hours? 6 hours, or do you sleep for 8 hours? Just let us know. Okay, so Paul Bassi says self-care also means taking alone time. That's right. So self-care, one of the ways to look after yourself is taking alone time, and I'm going to come to that as well. Okay, you're totally right. Self-care means taking time alone for yourself. Okay, but now we're talking about understanding your body clock as a way of looking after yourself, so that you can give your body enough time to rest. Okay, so can you just tell us, Paul, if you're there, how many hours does your body normally take to sleep? How many hours does your body actually require to rest, that you know that, okay, I've rested well? Okay, so just put it down, and then we can talk about it. Like I said, some people need 5 hours, some people need 6 hours. I personally, my body needs at least 7 hours. I can do more. Okay, so it's important that we understand our body clock and give our body enough rest. Okay, so Sweet Mother Kitchen says mine is 8 hours host. That's right. Okay, so like I said, 8 hours. If I get 8 hours, I'm happy. I wake up early. I wake up smiling because I know that okay, I've rested well. But at least 7 hours, 7 hours, between 7 and 8 hours for me. Okay, if I get 8 hours, I'm happy. You know, but yes, we all need different amounts of hours. So if you understand that okay, this is how long I sleep that I feel okay, then what you want to do is go to bed at a specific time so you can wake up at the right time. Say for instance, your body needs 8 hours of sleep. So what time would you want to wake up? So if you want to wake up by 7 o'clock in the morning, then you can fight towards going to bed maybe by 11 o'clock or by 10 o'clock, you know, so that by the time you wake up at 7, your body will be refreshed, your mind will be working well. Okay, because we know that even less sleep, inadequate sleep affects us, affects your mind, affects your emotions, affects you physically. What I do most of the time when I've not had enough sleep, I just grab coffee, you know, just to help me to wake up properly. So coffee and does it for me a lot. I drink coffee in the morning, but right now I'm trying to reduce the amount of coffee I drink, but that's even not good enough. So what I need is to adjust my sleep pattern so that I have enough time to rest. Not only does it affect you physically, because I wake up sometimes when you haven't had enough sleep, you find out that in the morning you are tired, you are like groggy, you know, and you snap at people because you've not had enough rest. It affects your emotions, you're angry, you know, it affects you, but we really don't know. We don't know these things. Comes and say coffee is big. It's honestly, at some point I was saying to myself, I think I'm addicted to coffee. I have to stop taking coffee. So I try to reduce it. I've gone to decaf, but the decaf doesn't do it, does it? The decaf is not good enough. So, but now I'm like, okay, I'll drink tea some days because tea has some caffeine as well. I'll drink tea some days, I'll drink decaf some days, and then I'll drink actual coffee some days. And the days I drink coffee, I'm like, you know, I'll be so energetic, you know, because I've had coffee, it's caffeine. Um, Sweet Mother says, bake with me, guys. Here comes is laughing. It's true. Coffee is very addictive, you know. But I try to tell myself, you know what, you don't really need coffee, even though I know I do. You don't really need coffee. Try and go to bed early and you wake up earlier, you feel refreshed. You know, so it's good that we know, understand our body clock, understand how many hours your body needs, and then just work with it. Elias Mata says, hi, Mama Cubs, then. I know you two know each other. Cubs then says, Elias Mata TV, hey. Sweet Mother says, if I take coffee, I can't sleep again. Wow. It depends on what time. If what time do you take the coffee that affects you? For me personally, I take coffee in the morning. If I take coffee anytime from 3 o'clock, that's it for me. I won't sleep until maybe early hours of the morning, like 2 or 3 o'clock. So I tend to take my coffee in the morning or in the afternoon, you know. Um, Comes and say, but I'm strategic about when I drink it first thing in the morning. That's right. For me as well, first thing in the morning, clears your head and and you are good to go. If I take coffee anytime from 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, that means I'll just be turning on my bed until maybe 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, and then you wake up the next morning feeling even more tired. Um, uh, Sweet Mother says anytime. So if you take coffee anytime, you can't sleep. That's interesting. I wish I was like you. That means you're normally okay in the morning. But if you can if you know that it affects you that way, then the best thing is don't take it. It's good that we listen to ourselves and understand what works for us. A cop then says, and at that time it will not affect your sleep because it's worn out, it wears out. Yes. So your mother says, stay in the middle of your camera. Eh? Stay in the middle of your camera. I don't understand what you mean. She moved my camera a little bit. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to. Is that better? Okay, I think it is better. Thank you very much for that, Obasi. Okay, that's better. Cobbs and say, I sweet mother kitchen and lifestyle. Hey sis, my apologies. Okay. Um, Rose Rose Uzuma says, Cobbs, let's bake. Okay, that's fine. Okay, about to drive again, still listening in. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Cobbs. Then I appreciate you so so much. Sweet mother says, apologies for what, sis? She's asking what you're saying apology for. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so coffee is good. By all means, drink coffee, but understand how it affects you. Understand how it works for you. And for me, it makes me hyper in the morning. But then it gets to a point in the day, I'm just like that. I just like all my energy just disappears. Okay, Sweet Mother Kitchen says, if your mother kitchen is laughing, bake with me, guys. Okay, that's fine. So yes, understand your body, understand what works for you, and try understand your body clock. Go to bed on time, and then wait so that you can wake up on time as well. Okay, Cotton saying she's saying apologies because she didn't say hello earlier. Okay, it was on coffee roll. Okay, that's fine. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you. I've got 14 people in the house. I appreciate every single one of you for coming. I've got Cobston, I've got Sweet Mother, I've got Rose Ozoma, I've got Paul Bassi, I've got Elias Matters. Who else have I got? I've got Sweet Mother Kitchen. I've got Fortunately Entertainment. I don't know if he's still here, but thank you all so much. Goldie FM says hi. Fitness Study Training. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you so, so much. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, we're just talking about self-care tips for women and men as well. I've just put it for women, but these apply to men as well. So you need to understand your body, know what works for you. And sleeping is a very important tip when it comes to looking after yourself, because if you don't have enough rest, you will burn out. For me, because I sleep very late sometimes, maybe I've slept late, maybe doing YT, my content, trying to create content and all that. For 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, at the end of the day, I know that, you know what, I need a day to unwind. Otherwise, I would break down. So we need to understand our body. We need to know how many hours of sleep we need and give it that time. Okay. And also, to help us sleep, you want to make sure that you're not taking things like coffee late because you know that it will affect your sleep. Okay, you want to make sure that you have like the room that you're sleeping in as a woman or as a man is like not too bright, because when it's bright it affects your brain, it affects your sleep. So you want to make sure that the room is conducive enough for you to sleep. I know some people sleep with light. My husband sleeps with light, and it's so hard because I'm like, you know what, I don't sleep with light. Even the slightest light in the room, it's very hard for me. So we have to compromise somehow, maybe turn the bathroom light on and then leave the bedroom light off and things like that. So you want to make sure that you are in a room that's conducive enough for you to have a comfortable night rest. Okay, so it's important. And using your phones as well at night, so the light coming from your phone would affect your eyes. And sometimes, I'm in bed trying to edit my videos and it's late in the night, I just say to myself, you're not doing yourself any good, because I know that it will affect me, it will affect my sleep at the end of the day. So sleep is very important, because we know that lack of sleep would affect. This camera is still not okay. I don't know what's going on. It needs to go that way. Oh, Bassi. Okay, so we need to make sure we have a conducive enough room to sleep in. That room that is not too light. We need to make sure we have curtains that are dark. For to not to allow sunlight into the house. I know that in the winter time, oh, it's so nice to sleep because by 4 o'clock the day is dark and then before it gets bright, it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it's still dark. So you can have enough sleep at that time. But when it comes summer, it's hard. It's the first few weeks of summer affects me, and I'm like, okay, very before you know it, first thing like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you already start having sunsets, and it affects you. Elias Matter says we need to mind ourselves. We give too much and neglecting ourselves. That's right. As women, we give too much, we neglect ourselves. Okay, we give too much to people, to our families, to our friends, and tend to neglect our own selves. So we should look after ourselves. Okay, and one of the ways to look after yourself is to make sure, be intentional about what you're doing, be intentional about going to bed on time, be intentional about making sure there's not too much light in the room. Be intentional, understanding your body, how your body works. Okay, so that you're not starving yourself of sleep, you're not starving yourself of rest. Okay, another thing I talked about was exercise. Okay, so you need to take out time. So all these things we're talking about is being intentional. That, you know what, I need to look after myself. I need to go to bed on time. I need to do some exercise. So exercise. Some people go to the gym, and we've got, I don't know if fitness study training is still here. I think he whether he has a gym in his house or something, but most of his videos are about exercise and things, which is very good. But not everyone can go to the gym, okay, and not everyone can go to the gym and do those aerobics or massive workouts. So what we want to do is do what works for you. Okay, so you want to go for a walk, so you can go for a walk, be intentional and say, you know what, I need to look after my body and my mind, because exercise helps not just your body but also helps your mind. Fitness Study is here. It says I'm here. So Fitness Study is a trainer, is a fitness trainer. Okay, so you might want to check out his videos as well. If you want to tell us some benefits of exercise now that you're here, just tell us some benefits of doing exercise. I know that it helps your body, so it helps you to keep fit, and I also know that it helps your mind as well. For me personally, I don't do like massive exercise, but I go for a walk. And when I go for a walk, it helps my mind. Then I can think, I can strategize. Sometimes I'm holding my phone, and when an idea comes to me, I just record it on my phone. And so that's what I do when I'm on a walk. Okay. And I do exercises at home in the morning as well. So I do exercise in the morning, just light exercises. I don't do anything massive, but something very light in the morning, every morning. I didn't do it today, I don't think, because I woke up I woke up a bit late, but I try to do it every morning as much as I can. So it's really important that we look after ourselves. So exercise is important to look after yourself. It helps your body, helps your mind, helps you to stay healthy, and helps you to stay fit as well. Okay, Fitness Study, we're waiting for you. Any tips on the benefits of doing exercise apart from building apart from building your muscles? Apart from building your muscles, have you got any other tips that's any other benefits that we can get from doing exercise? Help us, help us, help us, help us, help us. Okay, so yes, but I know it helps your mind, it helps you to think. Sometimes when you have something that's bothering your mind, and what you want to do is just go for a walk and you get clarity. Okay, it clears your mind. So we want to do exercise as women. It's important that we do exercise to help our mind, to help our bodies. And also eat right. Okay, so make sure you are intentional. All this is I'm talking about is being intentional. So make a conscious decision to say, you know what, I want to take care of myself. I want to sleep well. I want to sleep on time. I want to do exercise so I can be fit, so I can be fit, my mind can work well. And when your mind is working well, you are able to strategize, you're able to think and make plans for yourself as well. So it's really important. Exercise is key if you want to stay healthy. Okay, it helps your mind, helps your body, helps you to keep fit, helps you to lose weight as well. One of my friends would say, you know what, if I do this exercise, that means I can eat anything I like. That's what she tells herself. So she eats whatever she likes, but she makes sure that she does the exercise that is needed. Okay, so it's really important. Exercise is good for you. Moppy Head, hello. Thank you so much for coming to my LS today. Moppy Head says hi. Hello to you too. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Guys, we've got Moppy Head in the house. If you don't have Moppy Head, grab him and or her and she will return back to you. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, Moppy Head. How are you? How has your day been? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. And thank you all that have been here with me. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you so much. And God bless you. More WH in your bank and more cookies in your kitchen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're talking about self-care tips for women. Okay, so women as well as men. I've just said self-care tips for women. So we know that it's important for us to look after ourselves as women, but we're now talking about how we can look after ourselves, how we can self-care basically. Okay, and someone asked the difference between self-care and self-love, which we've explained that self-care is taking care of yourself and taking care of yourself and loving yourself. Why self-love is loving yourself in your own skin. So no matter what you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter what level you're in, love yourself despite your imperfections. So that's number one, and then you can go ahead and take care of yourself. Okay, so it's really important that we do that. Okay, one of the ways we can look after ourselves is being intentional. We need to be intentional, make a decision, sleep well. And the second tip that we're talking about is to have some form of exercise. So every day or every other day, you have you do some exercise at home to help your heart, to help your body, to help your mind. Okay, so it's really important that we do exercise as much as we can. So a simple walk, half an hour, 20 minutes. It's really important. If you can go jogging, go jogging. If you can go to the gym, by all means, go to the gym. It will help. I personally haven't got enough energy or time to go to the gym, so I just do my exercises at home and go for a walk as well, go for walks as well, which has been really helpful to me. Okay, so another thing we're going to be talking about is learning to say no. Okay, so earlier master says in relation to self-care, do things that makes you happy. That's right. Okay, so earlier master is saying in relation to self-care, do things that make you happy. Okay, so what are the things that makes you happy? And those are the things that you want to do. Okay, so don't do things that would make you unhappy or try to please other people. And that's the point I was going to learn to say no to some things. Okay, so someone might come to you, especially our family, our friends, they might expect you to do some things, but you don't have to. You learn to say no. Okay, and when you say no, don't feel bad that you've said no to it. Okay, don't feel bad that you said no. Just be happy with yourself because you know that it's for your good. Okay, so do the things that make you happy. If someone says, Elias, can you do this for me? And it doesn't make you happy, just say, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. I've got something else to do. Okay, and when you say no, don't be rude about it. Don't try to be rude about it. Just be polite, be tactical, and just say, you know what, I'm sorry, but I can't really do that. Or I'm sorry, but I have something else that I'm doing. Or maybe someone says, I need you to come to this place. You just say, I'm sorry, but I can't be there at that time because I need to be somewhere else. So it's important to learn to say no for your good. Otherwise, if you say yes, especially maybe your mom calls you and says, oh, do this for me. Your child wants you to do that. Your husband wants you to do this. Your friends want you to do, your colleagues. So everyone is dragging you from all sides. Okay, so you want to just learn to say, you know what, I'm sorry, but it's a no. Okay, I've got Rachel Beauty and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for coming to my LS, Rachel. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to give the host a thumbs up as you come in as well. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate you for coming into my LS. Grab who you don't have and they'll return back to you. Okay, so Sweet Mother says, Mopey Head, I have dropped cookies. Okay, that is fine. Mopey Head, please do well to return. Okay, so we're talking about self-care tips for women as well as men. And what Elias Matters has just said is do what makes you happy. So do what makes you happy. It's really important that you do what makes you happy. Don't be a people pleaser. I am guilty of it sometimes. I like to please people a lot. But it's really important that we don't just please people, but also make sure that when we please people, we're not doing it at our own detriment. you know. I've got Easy Reality TV in the house. Thank you so much, Easy, for coming. Easy Reality says, hi, host. Hello to you too. How are you? How has your day been? Thank you so much for coming. Easy says, how are you doing? I'm fine. I'm very well. Thank you for coming. How are you? How's your day been? Rachel says, sweet mother, how are you? Okay, so sweet mother, Rachel is calling on you. Easy says, hi everyone. Hello. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in as well. Thank you so much. Okay, and feel free to bake with who you don't have in the house and they will return back to you. Okay, thank you all so much. So talking about self-care tips for women. Okay, so I need your contributions, I need your comments as well, and if you have questions, please ask your questions and someone would answer the questions if they know what the answer is. Okay, if I don't know what the answer is, someone else would answer. Easy says, I have shared. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Easy, for sharing me out. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Easy says, who's ready to bake? So Easy came ready to Easy came ready to bake. Guys, if you don't have Easy, bake with Easy and she will return. Okay. Thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you for coming and for staying with me as well. Okay, thank you so much. So we're talking about self-care tips for women as well as men. Feel free to bake with who you don't have, even while we have this discussion. Okay, I've got 10 amazing people in the house. Thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you for coming. Okay, so the point that we've got to is do what makes you happy. So do what makes you happy. Don't be a people pleaser and displease yourself trying to please people or please people at your own detriment. Okay, it's important that we do what is comfortable with us, what is comfortable for you to do. Don't it's good to please people, it's good to go out of your way to help people or to do things for people, but not when it's at your own detriment. That is really bad. It's really bad if you displease yourself or please people out of your own detriment. Okay, but it's really important, learn to say no, do what makes you happy. So what is it that makes you happy? Okay, so just go ahead and do those things that make you happy. Okay, so another point I've got is take time out for yourself. Okay, so and that was what Paul Bassi was saying before, spending time alone with yourself. Okay, so it's really important. One of the ways that you can re-strategize, one of the ways that you can gain your energy, your internal energy, is when you spend time alone with yourself, which is something I enjoy doing. I can't remember what video it was I did. The benefits of solitude. Okay, when I did a video on the benefit of solitude, you might want to check that video out. But what I talked about was the fact that it helps you to recharge. So it helps you to replan. You know, it helps you to think and reflect on things. You know, things that have happened, you reflect on them. Things that you want to do, you reflect on them, and then you plan. You make plans, and then you'll be able to do things better. Okay, and what I talked about is I talked about one of my friends that always says that I'm selfish because I'm always like, you know what, I need to go. Like, where are you going? What are you doing at home? I'm like, I just need to go. And because I need to go and spend that time with myself, I need to go and recharge basically. You know, it's not because I don't want to be where people are. It's not because I don't like people, but I love my own company, you know, because then I ask myself questions. If something is making me happy, I ask myself questions. If I'm not happy about something, I ask myself questions like, okay, why are you feeling this way? Why do you feel this way? Okay, what do you think you can do better? You know, I just ask myself questions. So it's really important that we spend time alone with ourselves. Okay, I know that there's some people that are always there, they're always out there, always want to be with people. They can't spend time with themselves. But for me personally, it's one of the things that helps me to recharge. So I always tend to create that time. And if I don't find that time, it makes me feel like I'm lost. You know, it makes me feel like I'm lost. So I always look forward to spending time alone with myself. So it's really important. It's really important that we spend time alone as a way of self-care. And what you can do as well, I know that we have families, so maybe you have children, you have husband, sister, brother, mother, father. Okay, so what you can do is maybe take a break, take a holiday. You know, you can decide to go on holiday and take a break from your children, go on a girls holiday with your friends, or you can go on your own by yourself. Okay, I've got family all around us. Hi, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming to my LS family. I appreciate you so, so much. I met you just yesterday, I think. Well, thank you so much for coming. I've got 15 amazing people in the house. Thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you. Guys, if you don't have family all around us, please show her some love and she will return back to you as well. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you want to spend time with yourself, you want to be able to spend time alone with yourself, go on holiday by yourself. It's okay to be selfish in that respect. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not doing anything to at the detriment of anyone, to make yourself happy, to for your sanity, really, for the sake of your mental health. Sometimes you just want to be alone, okay, because your mind is equally important as well as your body. So in as much as you're doing exercise to make sure you keep fit, to make sure your heart is healthy, you want to spend time alone with yourself so that your mind as well can be healthy, because sometimes there's too much noise going on everywhere. There's too much noise, so you just want to like take a break from everything else. Okay, so a family all around that says I'll be baking with Rachel Beauty and Easy Reality TV soon. Okay, so Easy Reality and Rachel, family all around that says she'll be baking with you. Please do well to return. Thank you all so much for coming, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Okay, thank you so so much, and please ask questions so that I'm not just talking and talking and talking and bore you at the end of the day. Asking questions will make it really interesting. So our family says I did thumbs up. Okay. Rachel says fitness study training. I'm still calling you. Okay, fitness study training. I bake with you. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the step we're on now is spending time with yourself, which is also solitude. Okay, so you want to spend time with yourself. You want to be able to reflect on your life. You want to be able to reflect on events. You want to be able to reflect on the processes that you've been through, the experiences you've been through. So you'll be able to do that when you spend time with yourself. Okay, but thank you also much, guys, for coming in. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so you want to go on holiday, you want to take a break, maybe for a weekend, maybe for a week, just do something nice for yourself. Okay, another thing I've put down here is to organize yourself. Okay, so we know that we have so many things that we need to do. Sometimes we need to go to work, we have the children to look after, we have to cook, we have to clean, we have to do this. So it's a lot, and we can easily get lost. Elliot Master said it's good to have alone time to yourself. That's right. It's good to have alone time with yourself. And Mama the Super. Thank you so much. Hello, Mama the Super. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Guys, we've got Mama the Super in the house. If you don't have her, please feel free to grab her and she'll return back to you as well. Mama the Super says, hello, host, and everyone in the chat. Hello to you too, Mama. How are you? How are you doing? How's your day been? I appreciate you so much. Elias Master says, hello, Mama the Super. Thank you so much. Sweet Mother says, grab me if you don't have me. Okay. Mama the Super says, shout out to you, host. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for coming to my LS today. Thank you. Thank you all so much. So we're just talking about self-care tips for women. And these tips, like I said, are also applicable to men as well. But today we're just relating it to women. Okay, and earlier Matthew says it's important to take time for yourself, which is true. Okay, and the next step we're into now is getting yourself organized, because we have so much that we need to do, and sometimes we can easily get lost, we can easily get confused, we get tired and drained. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what you can do is organize yourself. Okay, so you can start from the day before. Again, when I talked about my the power of a productive morning, what that video I talked about, I also talked about starting from the night before. So what you want to do is organize yourself from the night before. So for instance, you know you have to cook, you know you have to take the children to school, you know you have to clean. What you do is you organize yourself. You maybe do like a diary, a to-do list. Okay, and what you do is just say, okay, this is most of most priority, so that will be at the top, and what's of least priority will be at the bottom, and you just walk your way through the list. Okay, and that would help. Okay, so Rachel is saying family all around us in your house. Okay, Mama the super say I love my me time. Definitely. You've just said it all. I love my me time. I love my me time. I don't trade it for anything at all, at all, at all. And like I said, when I'm so busy, busy, at some point it feels like you're lost. Like, okay, who am I? So it's important to spend time with yourself, to discover yourself. You learn about yourself and learn about your feelings, really. Learn about what makes you happy. Think and plan, re-strategize. Think about things that have happened. Think about things that you need to do, and then you can plan. And just spend time with yourself. It's really important. Like Mama says, I don't play with my me time at all. I love my me time. Really, really important. Lifestyle by Becca. I didn't see you come in. Hello, Lifestyle by Becca. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in as well. Guys, if you don't have Lifestyle with Becca, what are you waiting for? Please grab her and she will return back to you as well. And if you don't have me in the house as well, please and show me love and I will get back to you after my LS. Okay. So Becca says life self-care is so important. Yes, definitely so, so important. As a person, as a woman, as a man, self-care is so important because if you don't take care of yourself, you will eventually burn out. If you don't take care of yourself, you find out that eventually you fall sick, you look tired all the time. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to take a break at some point. You need to be intentional to say, you know what, I need to do this for myself. Okay, you want to be intentional and say, you know what, I need to take care of myself. So we talked about going to bed early, understanding your body clock so you can go to bed on time. What suits your body? For me personally, I said my body needs like 7.5, between 7 and 8 hours to rest. And I think Sweet Mother says her body needs about 8 hours. Some people need 6, some people need 5. So understand what works for you and give it to your body. Otherwise, at some point, you will break down. So it's important that we go to bed on time. Avoid, if you know that, okay, you want to go to bed on time, then avoid drinking things that have got caffeine in, because that will just keep you awake. Okay, and there's some energy drinks as well. Sugar is also something that keeps you awake. Okay, so we want to avoid things like that close to bedtime. Avoid staying close to the phone or staying in rooms that are very well lighted. Okay, so it's really important that we look after ourselves. Self-care is really important. We talked about taking a break. Taking a break from everything, from everyone, taking a break from your family, even if you're a mother, sometimes you want to just take a break from everyone and maybe go for a girls weekend out, or a week away from everyone. You might decide to, you and your husband or you and your wife can decide, you know what, let's go away for the weekend and let someone else look after the kids. So it's important that we take a break from work, take a break from our everyday life, as a way of recharging, as a way to get ourselves back. So it's really, really important. We talked about what else did we talk about? Taking time out for yourself, so which is the personal time, which is really, really important. To take time out for yourself. Talk about organizing yourself. So organize yourself. You can do it from the day before. Okay, so I'm reading the chats. No one is sending me any messages. So I'm the only one talking. Diamond TV Online. Hello, Diamond TV. How are you? Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so, so much. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up as you come in as well. Please leave your questions and comments so we can have a discussion about it. So it's not just me talking throughout, because I'm sure you get bored of hearing me talk throughout. Okay. When we ask questions, it becomes more engaging, more interactive. It's better that way. Okay, so thank you so much. like I was saying, organize yourself, make a to-do list from the night before, and do things in order of priority so that you know that this is more important. You do them so that you're not stressed out at the end of the day. Because if you don't do that, you might find out that you're trying to do so many things at the same time, and you might end up not doing anything at all, and then you will be stressed out. Okay, so we want to make plans. CY TV show says host. Oh, thank you so much, CY. I appreciate you for being here with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so organize yourself. It's really important so that we're not all over the place trying to do so many things at the same time and then end up not doing anything at all. Okay, so it's really important that we do that. Okay, another thing, Elias Matter says we're enjoying you. No, no. No, I need your contributions and I need your questions. I need your contributions. I need your questions so that it can be engaging and fun. Okay. Well, thank you. Danica Kosi. Hi, Danica says, bake with me, guys. So, guys, bake with Danica if you don't have her, and she will return. Okay, thank you so much. So, the next point I've got is love and appreciate yourself. Okay, which is what we're talking about as self-love. Okay, so you want to love yourself, you want to appreciate yourself for who you are. Love yourself for who you are, appreciate yourself. So give yourself, maybe if you've done well, give yourself some gifts, give yourself, maybe buy yourself something nice. Earlier Matters was saying in her earlier that she knows that some people, what they do is they save up money, and once they've done something, they buy themselves a gift. Okay, so you can get yourself a gift, really nice gift for yourself to say, okay, you know what, well done. Okay, so once you've done something nice, you want to appreciate yourself, give yourself a pat in the back. Diamond TV Online says, how do you apply creativity in our journey of self-care? Somebody help. How do you apply creativity in our journey of self-care? So, in my opinion, creativity is like being intentional. Okay, so you need to be intentional in the sense that you need to say, okay, you know what? I want to look after myself, and how can I do it? So you need to be creative in your ideas. So you can say, you know what? I'm not just going to stay at home. I want to go somewhere. I want to take some time out of where I am. Okay, I want to take some time out. I want to go to somewhere nice and take care of myself, or just have some time alone. But I need some help here. If anyone knows how we can be creative in our journey of self-care, please let us know so we can discuss it. Okay, please let us know so we can discuss it. Okay, but in my own opinion, you need to just be able to decide that, okay, you know what, I need time for myself, I need to take care of myself, I need to sleep on time, I need to not drink too much coffee when it's late because I know it affects me. You need to think what works for you really, okay, and work with that. Okay, so you need to think what works for you. But if you have any idea, please let us know as well. Please let us know, and so we can learn from you as well. Diamond TV, if you have any idea, please let us know so we can learn from you. Okay, so it's really important. Elias Bata says, a diamond, in relation to creativity, whatever you love to do, channel it to what makes you happy. Okay, so whatever you want to do, make sure it's something that makes you happy. Okay, so that's what Elias Matters has said. Whatever you want to do, whatever, I can't even read anymore. Whatever you love to do, channel it to what makes you happy. So whatever it is that you want to do, just make sure it's something that makes you happy. Basically, that's what Elias Matters is saying, I think. Well, I hope that's what she's saying. Just do something that makes you happy. Okay, so be creative, be intentional. That's my opinion. Be intentional about your self-care. Don't just say, okay, I'll take care of myself and maybe when I have time. No, be intentional about it. Okay. Rachel is saying, Mama, the super I bake with you. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so be intentional about your self-care. Don't leave it. So Mama says, I buy myself gifts every month after a full month of of work, and I take myself out with the ladies having fun time. Very, very good. Buy yourself gifts every month because you do so much. You do so much for people, you do so much for your channel, you do so much for your family. You just want to give yourself a treat, really. Just say, okay, you know what? I deserve something nice. I deserve something good for myself. Buy yourself. Me, sometimes I just say, like my birthday last year, I just said to myself, you know what? I'm going to give myself a treat. I couldn't do anything. I went to work that day, and then I did half day, and then what I did is on my way back from work, I went to the supermarket, got myself a box of my favorite chocolate, got some bubble baths, got myself a bottle of wine, and then I went in, bubble bath, wine, and then my chocolate. I was so happy with myself. I was so happy with myself, so it's important. Buy yourself a gift and buy yourself gifts. Make yourself happy. Take yourself out to dinner or to lunch. Go out with your friends. It's really happy. So I think that's a point with creativity as well. So you want to be creative. Think about things that will work for you. It might be going out with your friends or taking yourself out. It's allowed. It's okay. Mama says exactly, host. Yes. So it's okay. Take yourself out. You can take yourself out. You can decide, like, okay, you know what? This is my friend. What do you think about us having dinner together next weekend or this weekend? So it's really, really important that we look after ourselves and be creative. So Diamond TV Online, I hope that answers your question. Okay, so we need to be creative about what we do. We need to be creative. We need to be intentional. Okay, like Mama said, go out, take yourself out, buy yourself gifts, just do things. And Elias Matter says, whatever makes you happy, like what you love and what makes you happy. Okay, so it's really, really important. Okay, so my next point, like I said, was to organize yourself. So organize yourself so that you don't get burnt out, so that you're not doing so many things at the same time. And at the end of the day, you get burnt out, you get stressed out when you're not able to complete everything. Okay, so it's really important that we plan. It's important that we organize ourselves. Okay, and it says love and appreciate yourself. I think I've passed that before. Love and appreciate yourself. I think that's what we're talking about. Love and appreciate yourself. um so Rachel is saying lifestyle by Becca left you big. Okay, that's fine. Lifestyle, please do well to return. Okay, that's perfect. So love and appreciate yourself. Buy yourself gifts. Take yourself out. Appreciate yourself. Give yourself a me time, which is really, really important. Okay, so another point is be kind to yourself. Okay, a lot of times we, as not just women, but as women, we tend to criticize ourselves. Like, oh, I haven't done. You see the things that you haven't done. We always see the things that we haven't done or what we haven't done right. Okay, but it's important that we're kind to ourselves, not just to people, but be kind to yourself and say, you know what, even though I haven't done it perfectly, it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes because you are human. Okay, because you're human, you're not immune from mistakes. You're not immune from mistakes. So it's important that we are kind to ourselves. Okay, um not just to people. Don't wait for someone to tell you well done. Okay, don't wait for someone to tell you well done. Tell yourself well done. Be kind to yourself. Appreciate yourself. Every step you take, you want to go back and say to yourself, I've done well. Okay, I've done well. Okay, so it's really, really important that we are kind to ourselves. Don't be too critical of yourself. And sometimes and some parents are like that with their children as well. When the children do something that's not right, they tend to criticize the children. And when they do something that's right, they don't appreciate them. Okay, so I think we are like that as well. Sometimes when we do things that are not right, we tend to criticize ourselves. What about when you do things that are right? Okay, so Mama says the problem with ladies is that they take care of everyone and everything, but nobody to kind for you, to care for you. So girl, do it your way. That's right. That's right. So we're women, we have so much in our hands. They say we have superpowers. But the truth of the matter is we also need people to look after us, to take care of us. Okay, but a lot of people don't. So what you do is prioritize yourself and look after yourself. So long as you're not hurting anyone, so long as you're not doing it at the detriment of other people, just prioritize and look after yourself. Self-care is very important. Self-love is very important. You know, there's there was something I heard one time ago. It says contentment is a state of mind. I don't know if it tallies, it just came to my mind now. So happiness is a state of mind. Loving yourself is a state of mind. And I put it on my WhatsApp status like, I'm content, I'm happy. And I got people coming back to me saying, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm like, I'm just happy with myself. I just love myself. I'm content with who I am. So we need to be able to love ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves. So when you do it wrong, tell yourself it's okay to do it wrong. It's okay because you're not perfect. And when you do it right, tell yourself well done. Don't just tell people well done. When you do it right, tell yourself well done. So it's really, really important that we are kind to ourselves. It's important that we love ourselves, and appreciate ourselves. Mama says just be happy and kind to yourself. That's right. Just be happy. I woke up this morning feeling so much gratitude. I'm like, oh, it's another day. I'm grateful for life. There's so many things that you can be grateful for. The fact that you wake up from your bed every day is something to be grateful for. Not just waking up, you can stand up from your bed. My pastor would always say, my pastor's wife would always say, you wake up from your bed, you go to the toilet, you have a wee, you come back to your bed, you don't need any help whatsoever. You've done it by yourself. And there's so many people out there that can't even get up from their bed because they need help, they're bed bound. And there's some people that can't go to the toilet, they have catheters that are fitted into their body because they can't do it by themselves. But you are able to do that, so you should be grateful. So that's one way to love yourself, to take care of yourself as well. Look at the things around you that you have, look at the things that are working for you, and just be grateful for them. Okay, Mama says just be happy and kind to yourself. That's right. Okay, so be happy, be grateful. And I'll say something about having like a gratitude list. So every day when you wake up, just like do like a gratitude list and say, thank you, God, for this. I have this, I have that. Even though I don't have this yet, I'm happy I have this. So it's really important. So CY says, keep rolling, guys. Thank you so much, CY. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate you so much. Elia Mata says, we should be grateful for the gift of life. Definitely, 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 definitely be grateful for the gift of life. Especially if you've been in a life and death situation before. You would appreciate every single day that comes your way, honest. You'd appreciate every single one, every single day that comes your way. I remember, I know I always talk about the challenges I've been through and things like that. But I remember some years ago, I was so unwell. I was so unwell. And then I had to have surgery and all that and all that. And then I came out alive. And it took me time to recover. It took me time, months and months and months and months. Eventually recovered. And now what happens is I look back and I say, I mean, one day I thought about it and I started crying like, so really, so I can come out of it's just so amazing. Like, so this thing can actually come to an end. Okay, but like I said in one of my videos, the Bible scripture that says, surely there is an end. Okay, the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut short. Was it that scripture? I can't remember. My joy will come in the morning, something like that. And I'm like, okay, will this really, is it possible for this thing to actually come to an end? And I thought about it and I started to cry, like thinking of where I'd been, thinking of where I am now. And each day I wake up, I'm like, oh God, I just thank you. I'm grateful every single day. So it's important that we don't find ourselves in a death and life situation before we are grateful. Okay, as women, we don't find ourselves in situations whereby we can't do things anymore before we are grateful. So it's important that we are grateful, have a heart of gratitude. Okay, Rachel says, you all should bake back with me. Thanks. So Rachel is calling on everyone. If Rachel has baked with you, please do well to return back to her. Okay, so Rachel is calling on everyone that she has baked with. Please do well to return to her. Okay, so yeah, so we should be grateful for the gift of life. Be grateful that you're well. Elias Mata says, you really went through a lot in relation to your health. I thank God for this grace upon your life. So yes, and the truth is, that is one of the things that's made me who I am now. And I'm like, if I've gone through this, let it not be in vain. Okay, if I've gone through this, it's for a purpose. And the video I did, that don't waste your pain. It's really important that if you've gone through something or if you've had an experience, then you don't just sit on it. Okay, you want to be grateful. I think I'm going out of the subject, the topic of discussion, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going out of the topic of discussion. But yeah, it's important that when you have gone through something, you don't just sit on it. You want to reach out to people and let them know that, you know what, I've been through this, I've been through that, and now I'm where I am. So if I am where I am, then you too can get through whatever situation you're going through. Okay, so this is just like one of my experiences. Okay, but again, I thank God. Thank God for how far I've come. Thank God for how far He has birthed me, because it is only by Him that I'm where I am. Okay. So it's really, really important that we are grateful. Be grateful for wherever you are, whether your health, for the fact that you have a job, you have food on your table, someone smiles at you, or little, little things that you don't even imagine, that you don't think you should be grateful for. You need to be grateful for them. Okay. So it's really, really important, okay, to be grateful. Okay, and I talk about being kind to yourself. Okay, and the final thing, I think that's the final thing I have on my list. On my list is look after your skin and look after your body. So look after your skin is part of self-care, it's part of self-love. um and I remember in my last video where I did the Mary Kay face mask, Everyday Matters was saying, oh, you really take care of your skin. Yes, I have to. So it's part of my skincare routine. I'm happy that I'm doing it. I'm happy when I look after myself. So it's really, really, really important. Rachel says, host, you are doing well. Thanks for teaching us how to live our life. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much for coming to my LS. I appreciate every single one of you for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so look after your skin, look after your body, look after your body in the sense that you need to do exercise, which we've talked about. You need to eat right. Okay, so you don't just pack your body full of carbohydrates. Okay, you need a balanced diet as much as possible. So you need mixture of vegetables, you need mixture of proteins, of iron, of oils, and things like that. So you need to eat right. I know some people that go to McDonald's in the morning, have pizza in the afternoon, have kebab in the evening, every single day. Okay, when you do that, you're not looking after yourself, you're not helping yourself, especially as a woman, because you know that there's so much you need to do. You need to eat food that will help your mind. You need to do things that will help your mind, help your spirit. So we need to eat right and do exercise so that we're not even overweight, because when you're overweight, you can even have depression because of it, because there's so many things that you want to do, you can't do it. You look at yourself in the mirror, you're not happy with what you find, because you're not eating right. Okay, so we need to be able to eat the right food. We need to be able to do exercise just to keep fit, and also exercise your mind as well. So don't just let people say, okay, Elias Matters, this is what you need to do. Mama says hi again. Hi again. Hello, Mama. Mama. Oh, you're back. Mana TV channel. I didn't realize that was you. Thank you so much for coming back. I thought you'd be fast asleep by now. What happened? Mana TV, what happened? I thought you'd be fast asleep. Oh, well, thank you for coming back. Lifestyles by Becca says, at Rachel Beauty and Lifestyle, I baked with you. Okay. Elias Master is saying yes, host. What are you saying yes to? I don't understand. Okay, what are you saying yes to, Elias Matters? Okay, so that's fine. So we need to look after ourselves. Otherwise, eat the right food. Otherwise, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you'll be like, I don't like myself. Okay, Mana TV says, nothing like that. I'm not getting. Okay, did you take coffee? Did you take coffee, Mana TV? Maybe that's why you're not getting sleep. And one of the tips to take care of yourself, so for self-care, is sleeping. Okay, so understand your body, understand what works for you, and work with it. Okay, so you need to understand, if you take sugary things before you go to bed, if you take caffeine not long before bed, it affects you. And if you've got lights on as well and your phone, it also affects your sleep. So you want to do everything you can so that you can get enough sleep. Elias Matter says, host, you mentioned my name. I can't even remember. I'm always mentioning your name. But yeah, Master says thank you. Okay, thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate you. Just stay where you are. I've got like 15 or 17 minutes to go on this LS. So that's fine. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm using YT Live, by the way. YT Live. I'm not using my webcam today, so that's good. Okay, so look after your skin. I was talking about your diet. So your diet is very important. Eat right. Eat a mixture of vegetables. Eat a mixture of protein, carbohydrate, fat, oil, iron, things that are good for your body. Otherwise, you become so fat you won't like yourself anymore. And then when you see people, you're like, oh, how can I be like this person? Or this person is better than me or looks better than me. We don't want that. So Elias Mata says, welcome to the YT Live Gang. Yeah, thank you. I checked it yesterday. I'm like, oh, so I can go live and directly on YT. But I don't know the difference yet. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. I don't know the difference. Does that mean I can use my laptop and it will be okay? Because I prefer to use my laptop. It's easier for me. But yeah, so yeah, we need to look after ourselves. We need to eat right. We need to do exercise to help our mind, help our body, and help our spirit as well. And to help your spirit, you want to listen to motivational messages, inspirational messages. This afternoon, I was at work and I bumped into someone called Chevelle Franklin. On Whitey Live, you could add. Really? I should have done that since. So I can add bubbles. Oh my God, you should have told me. Well, next time, next time. I didn't know. Okay, at least now I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so to help your mind and to help your spirit, you need to listen to inspirational messages. You need to listen to, because I personally, I listen to Joel Holstein. Joel Holstein has helped me a lot in times that I was down. For God, still in the mood of monetization celebration. I don't blame you. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Come Saturday, we're wearing our dancing shoes to your party. In fact, me, I'll tie gele. I'll tie gele on my head to come to your party. To come to your party on Saturday. But yeah, I was saying that I listen to Joel Hosting a lot. He's helped me a lot in my downtime. He has. Don't worry, I'll do video with you and you see it. Thank you so much. So we need to help our mind, we need to help our spirits. And one of the things you can do is listening to motivational messages, inspirational messages, or music. There's some nice songs that you listen to and you'll be so blessed. Okay, I've listened to Joel Holstein for years and years and years. Even when I was unwell in my downtime, I listened to him. I listened to Terry Savelle. She's very good. Um, she's got really great messages that help me as well. And today I bumped into someone called Chevelle Franklin. She's a singer. You know, I didn't even know I subscribed to her. Today I had to click her notification bell. She was live and she was talking, and I just sat down there and just listened to her in the middle of work. You know, so that message she talked about actually made meaning to me. You know, so to help your mind, to help your spirit, you need to listen to songs, you need to listen to messages that will just uplift you as a woman. Because to tell you the truth, there's so many things that are happening around us that can keep you down. Yes, she's from Jamaica. Yes, Elias Mata says she's good. She's from Jamaica. Yes, she's from Jamaica. I saw that accent because I hadn't listened to her before. I've listened to her song. There's this song she sang that I love. No foreign God can take your place. Is she the one? I think she was. I really love. I know her as a singer, but I've not heard her talk. before, but I heard her talking today. I'm like, oh, Jamaican, but she's really, really good. I was there with her for maybe 10-15 minutes, but I really, really enjoyed it. She had like, at some point, she had about over 300 people watching her live, so which is really, really good. And so we want to listen to there's some songs that will just uplift your spirit, you know um Elia says she's just sing for Festival of Life. Yeah, she has sang a few times. I've seen her on Festival of Life a few times. So yes, she's really, really good. She's good. She sings Nigerian songs as well. Amazing. you know but it's really, really good that we need to connect with people that would help us as well. As women, we need each other as well. So there are times that it might be like everything is falling apart. So you need someone that you can run to and speak to, someone you can confide in. Okay, I'm not saying that you go and tell someone all the secrets of your life. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at some time when you feel like the whole world is falling apart or everything is falling apart, you just need a shoulder, someone to just say, okay, don't worry, everything will be okay. Okay, so as women, we need that person in our lives, or it might just be a group of people that we can just hang out with and then just forget about what's going on in our lives at the time. Okay, so it's really, really important that we look after ourselves as women. It's important that we look after ourselves as men as well. So it's not just women, but as men as well. I've got 11 people in the house. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate every single one of you and for staying with me as well. I appreciate every single one. And today, thank you so much. I've got Elias Matters. I've got Mama the Super in the house. I've got Mana TV channel from India. Thank you so much. I've got Rachel Beauty and Lifestyle. Thank you so much for coming. CYTV show. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. I've got, who else have I got here? Danica Kosi. I don't know if she's still here, but I appreciate every single one. Diamond TV Online. Thank you so much. Paul Bassi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Sweet Mother Kitchen and Lifestyle. Thank you for visiting me. Thank you so much. Family all rounders. Thank you all so much. I don't know if these people are still here, but I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. We've got about 10 minutes on this live, and that will be it today. Oh, Sweet Mother, I thought you were gone. Sweet Mother, I didn't know you were still here. You've been very quiet. Thank you so much, Sweet Mother. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Elias Matters, for staying with me on this LS as well. She says I'm here, host. Thank you. I can see that. I appreciate you so much for staying with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Elias Matters, are you doing your LS tomorrow? Are you doing your LS tomorrow, Elias? Are you doing? Elias says much love to you too. Thank you so much. Are you doing your LS tomorrow, or have you retired from LS? Hey, my God, though, she has abandoned me. No, till Saturday. Yesterday, I was thinking, I'm like, I missed this woman's LS. So I'm like, okay, I'll see, because you were supposed to do LS yesterday, and then you didn't come on. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I'll see her tomorrow, which is today, because I know I'm having my LS today. But thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking a break. I don't blame you. Please take a break. It's really important. Take a break. Take a break. But it's important to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you so, so much. Okay, so these are just tips for self-care for women. Okay, look after yourself, look after your mind, look after your body, and not just your body, your mind, your spirit as well. So it's really, really important that we are looking after ourselves. Don't just look after people, run after people. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and forget about yourself. Okay, and don't wait until you break down before you take a break. Okay, because sometimes we tend to forget that we need a break. You just go, 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 and even when your body says take a break, you're still going. Okay, at the end of the day, you will get burnt out. Okay, so we don't want that. So we need to be proactive. We need to take steps to look after ourselves. Okay, we need to take steps to look after ourselves so that we don't burn out. Okay, thank you all so much for coming. I've got 8 more minutes on this LS, so it's 2 hours. Thank you so much. Has anyone got any questions, any suggestions, any comments? Sweet Mother Kitchen, Elias Matters, I know you're here. CYTV, I know you're here as well. Has anyone got any comments, any suggestion, any final thoughts? Diamond TV Online and Paul Bassi, if anyone is here, if you've got any final thoughts on today's LS, that will be very much appreciated. Thank you all so much. I've been talking and talking and talking. Sweet Mother says no host. Okay, that's perfect. Elias Mata says, thank you for these amazing tips. Thank you so much, you too, for your contribution as well. Sweet Mother Kitchen says, Sweet Mother, thank you for coming to my LS. I appreciate you so much. Are you doing your LS today as well? Sweet Mother. Okay, she says bye everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Elias Matters, and for coming and for staying with me throughout as well. And you were here even before even before I started. You were here waiting for me. Thank